Fellow lost souls, wanderers, adventurers and heroes. Many of us have found ourselves trapped in Barovia, imprisoned by the mists. The devil Strahd has incarcerated us here, and the only way out is to kill him, or die in the attempt. So, welcome to Barovia. The land is cursed, and now, so are you. Hello, friends. I've definitely got tea on my glasses. Welcome to our Curse of Strahd campaign, session 16, where our past traumas are really coming back to bite us. Possibly in the ass, possibly stab us in the face. Who knows? I'm Debbie. I use she, her pronouns. I'm your dungeon master. Let me introduce you, please, to your players. Folks, feel free to introduce yourselves and your characters. Oh my gosh, I'm so out of practice. Say hello, everyone, to Elise.
Oh, my name is Elise. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I play Mink, whose pronouns are he, him, and he is a Fairbolg paladin.
Mm-hmm.
Pew, pew, pew.
Yep. Cool. Say hello to Adam.
Hi, everybody. Yes, I'm Adam. I use they, them, or he, him pronouns, and I play Teddy of Arbora, who is a cleric slash fighter and a satyr slash dragonborn who uses he, him pronouns.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Please say hello, everyone, to Galway.
Hello, everyone. I also sometimes refer to Teddy as an amphibian the hard way and a paladin the hard way. My name's Galway, pronouns are he, him, they, them, and I play Diota, the elvish artificer, whose pronouns are they, them. Also,
Wonderful.
Raboa, most valuable bottle.
Yes. Yes. I think the strongest member of our team right now, Raboa, the bottle. And last but by no means least, say hello to Lena.
Hi, I'm Lena, and my pronouns are she, her, and I play Mari Mia Tinker, who is a rogue tiefling whose pronouns are also she, her.
Wonderful. Wonderful. I hope one day you learn who you are and who your character is, but maybe not.
I feel like inverting it to who's a rogue tiefling just makes it sound like she's, gone off reservation, as opposed to this is her profession / specialization.
Yeah. Like she's meant to behave a certain way as a tiefling, and she's not doing that. Yeah. Very good.
I've done that with Burbage. I did that once. Called him a rogue halfling.
Yeah.
So, it happens.
I mean, that's also accurate.
That one's
Burbage.
very accurate.
He's a rogue halfling rogue.
Yeah.
Very good. No spoilers for last night's stream. I've only watched the first 10 minutes. Okay.
Boy, you are in tune, in store for something.
For something.
A good session. That's all.
Just
I'll
something.
be the judge of that. As the judge of all things. God, no. Okay.
I can just tell you, I have a long stream of text messages from Meg that is, oh God, it's stressful.
Oh, no.
Welcome to Fates of Red, Meg.
Yeah.
Welcome to combat at level 18.
Come watch Curse of Strahd. It's less stressful. And it has vampires. And she loves vampires. It is. Debbie, this is like my junk food game. I love this because it's like it's fucking relaxing. Like, I don't care about my character yet. I don't even know her name. Eventually, I'm gonna care when we've
Wow.
been playing this for like another year or something. But like, this can just be like right now. It's just like fucking fun. I don't have to be stressed.
There's a disquieting implication here, as Lena just struggled to remember her own name.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, how
Let's not
much do
get
I
into
care
that.
about me?
I care about you very much, so none of that.
It's
Right. Ew. Gross
Ew.
feelings.
Feelings. We hate
right.
those.
Yeah, they're the worst, aren't they? Housekeeping. We're affiliate on Twitch. You can cheer and subscribe to us. You should do that. You can also link your Amazon Prime account to support us via Prime Gaming. Please do that. We have chat commands. Exclamation point Discord will get you a link to our Discord community. At the moment, it's our annual Gift Goat giveaway time, where we do a Secret Santa internationally. And so it's very exciting to see every day what people have got or from their secret gift goats. Exclamation point merch will get you a link to our merch store where you can buy cool stuff with artwork designed by members of the community in reference to campaigns and inside jokes and other cool things. Exclamation point Ko-Fi, coffee, ko-fi. If you would like to support us, you can send us money because we need it, as does everyone. And speaking of money, exclamation point donate. Galway, are we still pointing to the Trevor Project?
We are benefiting LGBTQ youth. As always, if you have the time, the resources, the energy, please go check that out. And if you additionally want to dig a little deeper, please look for a charity in your local community benefiting the same groups, causes, etc., because they can put a lot more direct action in place and also have a harder time fundraising.
Wonderful. Thank you very kindly. If you want more Helpful Goat, and why wouldn't you, you can check out all of our streams on Twitch, which end up eventually on YouTube. For example, the Fates of Rin campaign that we referenced that Adam and Galway and Lena play in, that's DM'd by our friend Andy, is in its final sprint towards the finish. The finish is still several years away, but it's getting a bit hectic. So check that out if you like that kind of thing.
We have been playing Season 3 the last 3 years in December.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's a long sprint for the finish, you might say. You can also check out our podcast feeds wherever you find podcasts. Goats and Dragons, which is the main campaign, most of what we were just talking about in the world of Banya. Yes, thank you, Fates of Rin. Those are the words I was looking for. Helpful Goat Presents, which is often shorter campaigns, one-shots, etc. And Dom and Dragons, where Helpful Goat played D&D with Dominic Monaghan, the famous person and nice guy, I hear. You can also find some of our content on YouTube, as I said, if you want to see faces as well as hear voices.
That's what they say.
That is what they say about YouTube. That's in all of the adverts.
All the adverts.
All right. Welcome into our Helpful Goat Curse of Strahd stream. Before we get started, 2 final important announcements. Although Lena says this is a junk food stream, it is intended to be a horror stream, so some of the content today may not be suitable for everyone.
It can be junk food horror.
Yes. Yeah, like why am I judging what you like for your junk food? I apologize. General, non-specific ominous danger kind of overhangs all of Barovia. We've got the addiction mechanic is still in play. We've got non-consensual relationships because Strahd is after Irina. We have missing pixie children, vampires. We've got a bad cat lady. If that doesn't sound good to you right now, feel free to give this one a miss. Take care of yourself. And maybe we'll see you next time. And finally, music used in streams to date and going forwards is from Tabletop Audio or Kevin MacLeod's Incompetech website, used under Creative Commons license. That is my favourite sentence to say. It's just got such a nice rhythm to it. All right. If you're ready, let's get cursed. This is my recap from the last session we played in November, and I don't remember half of this. So I'm so glad that I write the recap like immediately after we play, because some of the things here I certainly wouldn't remember. Last time, and Galway were sure that Shanty McJingles is perhaps close to the name of an Incompetech tune. Neither of them could tell us the actual name, so we're just going to have to continue to call it Shanty McJingles. And Adam, I'm pretty sure that you said that you were going to find out what it was called. Any luck?
I did not say that.
Hmm.
It doesn't sound like something I would say.
Okay. Teddy tried to track down the alicorn in the forest because he thought maybe it was his friend, the Pegasus Mara, and he wanted to have a moment with them or his god about being at peace or desperation or something, good storytelling. You see how good my notes are? It did take us numerous attempts to discover that an alicorn is a winged unicorn, and we are as yet unsure if we could breed an alicorn by crossing a unicorn and a Pegasus. So put that on our to-do list, team. Adam also made a really great joke about tulips while we visited the tulip stand. Yeah. I don't remember either, Adam, but it's in my notes, so it must be true.
Sounds hilarious.
Yeah. Speaking of which, we did take a detour into the world of Hannah Moseley via the Wild Hunt book, and found a red tulip stand at the side of the road where there was something suspicious about this cat lady. It turns out she took over a nice herbalist's cottage and kidnapped some pixie babies and set them to work in a tulip sweatshop. So we killed the pet demon monkey, and now we're fighting her, and she's really fucked up. And she screamed and cursed at the players. She was all like, blah, 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 story reasons why she did what she did. But essentially we're on the fast track to murdering her without finding out any of the reasons why she did what she did. So we're going to pick up in combat. Mink is under the influence of Enemies Abound, which is a spell that basically means that they can't tell friend from foe, so who knows who Mink will attack. And I had a note here that it was partially because of their PTSD. So who knows how that's going to roll out.
Poor Mink.
Yeah, that didn't make me feel good when I saw that. So let me go back over to this website, find the music. Where is it? Here it is. Boom.
Shanty McJingles?
It's not Shanty McJingles. It's Rat Battle.
Oh.
Which I think
This
is
is
better.
a lot less fun. Rat battle.
Rap battle.
Yeah.
Especially in American English. Debbie said
Rap
rap battle. We're like, rap battle.
All right. So we're picking up. The last turn we had was the Keishi's turn, where they cast Enemies Abound on Mink, and now it is Diota's turn. Go away. Are you okay?
Just the comment on the accents saying that just then made me think of epic rat battles of history. Like,
Right,
ooh,
rat
the Black Plague didn't go so well.
Epic rat battles.
I think rap battle.
All right. From rats to cats. Let's see. So Mink is now wide-eyed, screaming, sort of gesticulating wildly around him with a weapon. Diota will very carefully count the space between them and Mink, breathe a sigh of relief. I
feel like I'm in range of everybody. Oh, you're
No, I'm halfway up the stairs.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Allow me to say I'm going to pop down 5 feet so I can see around the corner.
Yeah.
That puts me too close to her for that. So I will Word of Radiance. Only targeting the Keishi. Constitution saving throw. Great.
Rolled
Good.
a 16.
A what?
1, 6, 16.
Oh, well, cool. Then that piss poor damage roll doesn't really matter. Graboa, fix it. Graboa will magical punch. 20.
Yeah, 20 hits.
5 force damage.
Okay. Not what layer am I on? I'm on the wrong layer. That makes sense. All right, not dead yet. Looks really fucked up.
You will just
Really fucked up.
you will just hear steps retreating slightly farther up the stairs than they had to come down. with
Very good.
uh,
All right. I'm assuming that is your turn,
Yep.
Mari.
Yeah. So we don't know that Mink is going to attack us yet, right? We don't know. Mink hasn't started acting from enemies abound yet. So
I haven't had a turn since now.
So unless she like shouted something about it, which would be weird. But I don't know what bad guys do. Okay. So that I have no reason to think that I shouldn't stand next to Mink. Cool.
Suggesting
my buddy,
that this
and
is
we
either
sneak attack together.
suggesting that this is either an anime or Harry Potter.
What
Or you
could
have
Mink
to
shout? We could shout, "Enemies abound!" and then we'd know.
I mean, does the spell have a verbal component or a somatic component? You might know that she cast a spell at Mink. You just don't know what it
Would
does.
I know what the spell was? I've never like pictured the verbal components as like being in common, but
They're
It
not
does have the
necessarily.
verbal component. Yeah.
That does.
Yeah.
They're not necessarily, but they are
somatic.
set.
Yeah, I think that the point is that, like, she did something that you would probably read as she cast a spell at somebody.
Yes.
And if she was looking at Mink, you might think, like, at Mink, but you may not know
right.
anything about the spell if you're not, like,
Yeah.
familiar with the spell.
You did also describe like Mink trending towards like a PTSD flashback, so that was kind of where I'm like,
That is true.
Mink is going like a little wide-eyed and is like,
I think visibly Mink probably looks like, yes, wide-eyed, like back to the wall, like looking around. But I also think that we've had about 1.5 seconds of him being under the spell,
Right.
because if every round is 6 seconds, right? This
Yeah,
just
yeah.
hasn't
Right.
had much time.
Okay. So all of that context done, I'm just gonna fucking stab the bitch.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. I see. Interesting.
So pop my magical lightsaber out of my wrist and try to stab her with my first psychic blade. Does a 14 hit?
Indeed.
It does?
Indeed.
Damn, okay.
it's a small cat person.
Oh, terrible damage though. So 10 total damage. I rolled shit on the sneak. And pretty shit on my actual
Is your
damage.
sneak procking off Mink?
Well, it could also be
Eddie's
pocket off
also
of
there.
whatever this little... I forget which of Galway's little dudes that is, but little dude is also there.
No, that's Teddy.
That's Teddy.
That's not Teddy. No, I'm pretty not...
That's Teddy.
Jesus Christ, what was I trying to stab? Okay. What is
That-
this?
A child.
No. That's a woman. That's a woman tied in the corner.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, I just stabbed the woman tied in the corner, I guess. No,
No,
okay.
No, you,
Nope.
Well, also, technically,
It's procking off a Teddy. It's procking off a Teddy.
Okay, Lena.
Shit damage. Anyways.
tell me how you would like to kill this poor defenseless cat.
Okay, Debbie. Harm to animals.
cat
True.
person.
Cat person.
Thank you.
Wow, the insulin thing was really foreshadowing.
Oh my god.
I did
I
stab
thought
him.
my
yes.
energy was going to be a problem today.
Not
fuck,
even
I
a
just,
little
like,
bit. It
stab
turns out it's the
her.
rest of us.
Just stab her in the fucking neck and it slides in like butter because nope, like her neck is butter, not like the knife is butter. because you know, psychic energy blade's very sharp.
Nice
All
shot.
right.
Also, technically, just as a note, because it could come up, given that we're in Barovia, where mental effects would abound. Mink still counted for sneak attack. The text of sneak attack does not require one of your allies. It requires another enemy of the thing you're targeting, which Mink still was.
Which means Mink is everybody's enemy. Yeah.
Mink wasn't
True.
charmed.
Because enemies
Mink
abound.
was- yeah,
Oh,
which is
Enemies
also
do.
a concentration spell.
Also, when I was because I typed a summary to everyone before, and the number of times it took me to spell enemies correctly and not enemas, I just want you all to know. that there
Debbie,
was
please don't make enemas abound.
Enemas abound.
Holy
good.
shit.
Okay,
This is a horror campaign, very serious.
it's a concentration spell, which means this thing
You're-
dies,
you're-
and I'm
You're
okay.
loose. Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
You're fine.
Okay.
So she slumps to the floor, fully deadified, next to the corpse of her demon monkey friend. And where's there's the nice chill out music. And yes, you find yourself back in your body, but I imagine that you're probably still quite.
Not good. Yeah. No, not good. I
Mm-hmm.
think I'm going to do what I was going to do on my turn anyway, which Mink felt very surrounded by the fact
Mm-hmm.
that suddenly in the middle of a group of people in such a way that like back against the wall, 5 or 6 enemies around, use hidden step and get up the stairs with it because I can, well, or as far up the stairs as I can because I think it has to be a point you can see that you can like misty step to essentially. So I think Diota would see Mink like suddenly like appear in the space behind them probably and then just like run up the stairs, and I think that he goes and finds a spot in the house to hide.
Yeah.
I feel like you teleport down to the bottom of the stairs, start just charging up them. Diota's just gonna flatten, like, okay, he's gone.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, like it's very much like a like shoving, hitting. Like if he had to, he would have done that. But since he has hidden step, which is safer than like right, then I think that's what his, because he knows that he's not actually going to hit any of these people, but he is not okay. So I think he just takes off and goes and finds a spot in the house to sequester himself for a bit because he is not feeling well.
Yeah.
Cool.
Does anyone want to pursue Mink?
I think I would probably be letting people, like, untying people more.
I think I will calmly and casually walk after Mink because pursuing doesn't seem like the energy Diota wants to bring with this.
Valid.
So they're gonna kind of walk around and like we don't have to cut to this, but sort of be like, Mink, buddy, how we doing? We can go back to the room. I was just like,
I would hang back with Mari and I guess help. Untie people. Who all is down here? A woman?
A lot of children and a woman. Wait, are the children? Wait, the children aren't here, are they? We haven't found the children. Debbie, where are the children? Are the children here?
Mm-hmm.
Take a breath. In this room, there's this lady. She's in a terrible state. She looks like she's wearing the same clothes that she probably has had on for a week. Like they're dirty, and her fingers, the ends of her fingers are blackened. And she's chained to the wall. And kind of behind her over here, there's like a little like bundle of like rags and fabric on the floor, and there are 14 fairy children and 2 babies in this cellar sweatshop.
2 fairy babies or human babies?
14 fairy children and 2 fairy babies.
What role do the fairy babies play in the sweatshop? Are they like quality control or
crying mostly?
Okay.
Atmospheric. Atmospheric.
Background music. Gotcha.
Okay. Yeah, so I'd be, I mean, probably like starting to set people free.
Is it easy to unchain the woman?
How would you like to achieve her unchaining?
I'm a rogue, bitch. Sorry.
With a melody?
What?
There's a song called Unchained Melody. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I just prefer thinking of Mari walking up to this chained up person. I'm a rogue, bitch.
Yeah, but are the chains locked, Debbie?
Yes. Would you like to pick the lock?
Yeah, I'll lock the lock. And also like, you know, probably
have you got thieves' tools.
Yeah, I'm a rogue, bitch.
I hope that's what you're saying to this woman.
No, what I'm saying to the woman is, are you okay? I think she's probably dead. We didn't actually check and confirm that. She's a spellcaster, but she's probably dead. Are you all right? I'll say that as I'm unchaining her.
No, I'm not all right.
Do you need therapy?
Well, probably.
Yeah.
after today, I imagine so.
If you
but-
treat acute trauma right when it occurs, sometimes it doesn't develop into PTSD. So I
live in
think if you get in on
Barovia.
that, like right now.
Yeah, I live in Barovia, so it's all trauma.
Right. I know. I live here too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to treat the acute trauma when they're just
And
happening
it's chronic.
and then you end up with CPSD instead. Yeah, it's a bummer. Anyways, I rolled a 22 on the dice for these tools.
It seems like a weird thing to say while you're rescuing someone. Murray, you managed to unlock the chains holding this person.
Cool.
Who are you? What happened?
My name is Anne. I'm a herbalist. This is my cottage. It's a bit fucking wrecked now. I've had this cottage in the tulip field behind. I've been cultivating them, and I had a great relationship with the fairies. Hope that isn't ruined forever now. And then about a few days ago, maybe a week, that awful demon monkey jumped me, and I was chained in here and forced to work. And every day they would bring in more of my beautiful tulips, and some of them would have fairy children in, which is why the fairies are all here. And that cat lady was just awful. She was rave about her past life and how she'd been, hard done by, and she thought that made it okay for her to take it out on everyone else, and all of her terrible plans. And she was making me and at this she kind of holds up the blackened tips of her fingers. She was making me brew a poison from my tulips and other ingredients, because she wanted to have revenge on some people for how they treated her.
Well, and Teddy will walk over and he'll, I guess, do like a, I don't know, he'll check to, like Mari said, like he would like to confirm, is this cat lady like dead?
Like a medicine check?
Yeah.
Okay.
Using his background in healing. 12 medicine check.
Yeah, the cat's dead. Demon monkey's dead. Definitely dead.
Well, she's dead now. And do you fairy kids talk? Do you have language? Have you acquired language yet? Or do you understand me right now? Do you hear me? Am I deaf? Oh, okay.
I talk to this way to children in real life. Have you acquired language yet?
How does that mean?
What a weird selection of questions, mister. Are you deaf? I don't fucking know. Are you?
I'm good now. I hear the people, you're responding and we understand each other. It's great.
Where are our parents?
Well, come with me. Follow me.
We don't know if we're meant to trust strangers.
All right, you can stay
Shut the fuck
here.
up. We just saved you. No.
Well,
You shut the fuck up. Wow.
The little glowing,
Hello,
like
bitch.
the little glowing, sort of like sort of like paper doll that is Lamdea had manifested, and will sort of like bob towards the stairs leading, indicating towards the children to follow.
Yeah. And probably like at this time, right, the fairies have not been far, so like they would have rocked up, and like maybe as Lamdea like floats up the stairs, one of the adult fairies comes in and is like, oh my gosh, and then all of the kids like immediately up the stairs. Two of them are carrying the babies, gone.
and
Everybody's gone and out there immediately.
And Anne, do you need any medical attention? I know I look like a big, strong, weird fighter, but at least 2 levels of me are healer.
I did think when I looked at you, I thought, amphibian the hard way and paladin the hard way. So
Just tell me what
I-
you need, lady.
yeah, okay. Well, what I need is a little bit less attitude from you, young man.
Wow.
And he's like,
A lot of-
"Don't call me young."
A lot of sass down here in this cellar.
Yeah, it's the Sassala. No, I'm fine. I think I'm well. I would like to ask you to get rid of this. And she lifts up like the bucket that was at her feet, that is full of a dark, watery liquid. This poison. I don't want it. I don't want it anywhere near me. It's going to be hard enough for me to clean up my house. I don't want
What
it.
does it do?
Well,
Just, for curiosity's sake.
um,
So we can be careful with it.
yes. So you could bottle it, if you wanted.
Yeah, that'd make it safer.
Sure. It's kind of a long-acting poison, so ideally, the cat lady's plan was to put it on things and then give it to people, put it on the flowers and then give it to people, and they would be exposed to it over a period of time. It works by inhalation. If you inhale its smell for more than an hour, it can poison you, and you will take a small amount of damage over time, and you cannot heal the damage whilst you're still poisoned.
This is just an open bucket and you're not wearing a safety mask and just
Why do you think I
poisoning all
want
the
to
air.
out of my house?
Yeah.
The OSHA doesn't
yeah.
exist.
This is fact.
This is Barovia.
Yeah. I know. I live here.
Then you shouldn't be
So,
surprised.
not actually that effective of a poison. This is kind of like...
It would be a very effective
Yes.
poison against commoners.
Okay, that's not who I wanted to poison.
If you put it on flowers in their house and they kept the flowers in their house for a period of days, it could kill hundreds.
What if you wanted to kill people who weren't commoners with it?
Oh, it would take a very long time. Yeah.
Okay.
Just,
They have more than, like,
mechanically
5
speaking, it does
HP.
1d3 damage per 24-hour period.
Oh, wow. Okay. We're just gonna bury that in the ground or something.
Don't do that. That'll poison the ground.
No, isn't that how you get rid of hazardous chemicals, right?
No.
Laughs in emergency management.
What would be a safe way? Would they have a sense of how to dispose of toxic waste?
Is there
safely?
a nearby well or river?
Yeah, just drop it in the water.
Diluting it a great deal is probably the safest thing to do with it.
In a public water supply?
There is a well, but it is my well for my house, and I'm not entirely sure that I want it chucked in my well. Why don't you take it with you and chuck it in the nearest river that you find? There is a river in Barovia, Debbie says, now going to check the map of Barovia.
There's also a
I think there
big
is.
ass lake that I feel like we're gonna be
Oh yeah,
riding
let's
by.
go to the lake. Let's go to the lake and drop it in there.
Yeah, we'll take this bucket. We'll take care of it, and probably won't bottle up a little bit of it just in case. We probably will. That's
It's
why I
also
said that.
possible that Deota would
yeah.
know a way to mix it with something to neutralize its poisonous effects.
Yeah, we'll confer. We'll meet as a group. That's what we are.
Group meeting? You should set an agenda and take minutes.
Agenda? I hardly know her.
No, I knew that was coming. I was ready for it. It's the tone of voice. As soon as you said agenda, I was like, "Oh, here we go."
Oh, here he goes.
Are the fairy kids gone? Have they gone?
The fairy kids have left the basement. They've gone off with their parents.
Snowing more. Can I just say I've been thinking this for a while, and I haven't actually vented it to anybody. There's woods and a wooded slope outside my window behind our backyard, and it's so perfect and picturesque. But somehow, a plastic bag has gotten lodged up in the branches, way high up in one of the trees.
Yeah.
And it is so frustrating. It is so annoying because I can sit in my little bay window on a snowy day, but and look at the view, but there's this plastic bag that's just stuck.
Could you reach it with a broom?
No, it's way high up. It's
what if you take
high.
2 brooms together?
Okay. I'm going to get us back on track, which I know
I'm helping solve problems, Debbie.
I appreciate you. Thank you. Yes, obviously you are. Yeah, if you could take that with you, that would be great. I'm just going to tidy up this mess, I guess. I don't mean to be rude. I do really appreciate you pretty much saved my life and probably the lives of several other people.
I don't think pretty much.
Okay, it's okay. You're welcome, and we're sorry for also being weirdly, like, moody down
the
here.
Energy today is a bit
weird energy. It's been a while since we played.
It's been 6 seconds. Yeah, it's weird.
Saved someone from, then they gave us a bunch of attitude.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I like, it's been a really stressful few days for me. I hope you can understand that I'm not being my best self, right?
Chained up, enslaved by a lady cat lady.
And the demon monkey was just the worst.
Monkeys are the worst. They can rip your face off.
Yeah, I'm so worried about the kids. Obviously, I was trying to keep them safe. So yeah, it's really been a lot. So I genuinely appreciate your efforts. And if you would like, I can give you a couple of like healing potions that I've made.
Great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they down here?
No, they're up. They'll be upstairs in my locker. She couldn't work out how to open it because magic. Haha.
Nice. Good.
So, like, I imagine that most of the rest of my supplies will be ruined, but that's okay. I'm a herbalist. I can go and I can get more from the world. It will take me a while to restock, but I also enjoy the process. So, yeah. Okay, let's go upstairs.
Healing potions. Yeah, lead the way. Or I can walk first.
We need like a Tupperware or something to put this poison in because it's uncovered right now.
It's in a bucket.
It's in an uncovered bucket that we're going to be breathing the toxic fumes from. We need a Tupperware.
Covered it in one of these rags or a couple of these rags?
No, those are breathable.
Or do we need a study to see how much of the fumes are actually like kept in covered cloth?
We need an environmental impact study.
There's a wooden plate there. You can take that, put that over the top.
All right, I'll do that now. Teddy takes the wooden plate and puts it over in the bucket.
It fits perfectly and seals entirely.
Seals tight.
Right. You don't want me to fucking derail us with this. I love you, Debbie.
I love you too.
Wow, I wonder. Go ahead.
Does anyone want to loot the corpse?
Oh, right. Yeah, probably.
I don't want to like push you into this.
Yes.
But I also feel like you need to play D&D better. So
the ethereal, absolutely non-corporeal, like Lamdea is just like repeatedly ramming towards the bodies.
Like,
yeah, I would. Yeah, what do we got on the corpse?
All right. What do you got to roll to look at a corpse? What's the corpse roll? Investigation,
typically.
Sure. Yeah. 17.
Okay. So, this lady is kitted up the wazoo, you might say. So you find first 52 gold pieces.
I'm taking notes on these.
Okay, then I won't.
Oh God, don't drop the book, Debbie. You find 1 amulet of non-detection.
That's useful.
You find 1 cloak of protection.
God damn. Good thing you looted the corpse.
What can I say except you're welcome? And a beaded necklace that looks real cool, but you don't know what it does.
Is it a necklace of fireballs, Debbie? I will fucking scream if it is.
You don't know.
I probably wouldn't know. I'm not good at Arcana, but we can show it too. Well, I guess Teddy might know Arcana shit, and if not, we can show it to Diota. I don't know which of you spellcasters know Arcana shit.
I am literally a class built around magic items.
You're not in the basement with us right now, though. You're upstairs comforting me.
Bobbing. Lamdea.
Does Lamdea know Arcana shit?
Lamdea, the creature whose senses I can perceive through.
Can Lamdea
have been doing that
with me?
Interpretive dance.
Through, interpretive dance about fireballs. Okay, then do an Arcana thing with Lamdea and tell me what this is.
I basically, with Lamdea, I want you to picture a Korok from Breath of the Wild.
I kind of want to kill those Koroks.
Oh.
They're dicks.
Yeah. Are they dicks?
They stole all of his seeds and hid them in really hard to find places. Because they're little chaos monsters. It's not kind.
Okay, wait. I need a clip of that. I need a clip of Lena saying they're little chaos monsters, it's not kind.
I'm not little, so it's okay. Adjectives matter.
Okay. Are we doing an Arcana check on this thing?
I'm trying. Nine. Let me check one thing. Yeah. 9.
Yeah, you don't know. It's a magic beaded necklace. Maybe it's a necklace of fireballs. Maybe it's a necklace of ice balls. You don't know.
Ice balls. I could try. I have Arcana.
Lamdea is going to do a sort of neutral, interpretive maraca dance.
20. What's my maraca dance?
You are entirely sure that this is a necklace of souls.
That is not exciting. I don't know what that is. I'm just gonna fucking toss it at Teddy. Teddy, this is a necklace of souls. I don't know what it is. Here.
I was going to tell you what it is if you'd give me a fucking second.
Tell me what it is. It's Teddy's now. So.
Teddy, somehow, magically, as she tosses the necklace to you, all of the knowledge about the necklace passes into your mind from mine.
Oh, so you were going to tell Mari what she knows.
She rolled 20. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I completely lost track.
You're good. Okay, so this is like a beaded necklace. Like imagine like big plastic beads of like jewelry, but they're not. They're glass because it's D&D. And this has 8 beads on it. You know that this is often an item that like evil folks really like, because if you are reduced to 0 hit points but not killed outright, one of the beads will crack and you'll be on 1 hit point. And you'll also get advantage on your next attack roll. But once all of the beads crack, you die. And your soul is sealed within the necklace, creating a new bead. And restoring all the previously cracked ones. So it's great.
So how many beads does it have now?
8.
8 beads.
Okay.
And you
so
said
it's basically like the cat had 9 lives.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, which means now there should be 9 beads because she's died. Yes.
Mm.
Are you
9 beads?
That's really
9
fucking
beads.
powerful, Debbie. Are you sure you want to give us this? Okay.
Because
So-
she kill us 9 times.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But it
Also,
requires attunement, I presume.
Yep.
Because otherwise, how would it know who's sold a?
Well, I'll tell you if you put it on.
You said
Oh, is it
once all,
cursed?
once all the beads crack, you die, and your soul gets added to the necklace as another bead.
Yes. So let's say Teddy put this on. Teddy could die 9 times, and the 9th death would be permanent, and your soul would be trapped within the necklace, and now the necklace would have 10 beads.
But don't put it on because Debbie is pretty clearly telegraphing that it's cursed.
Has Mari communicated to Teddy what all this is, and she casually?
She just
Yes.
launched a pretty,
Souls,
she just
it
launched
does
a pretty
this.
gold
Yeah,
beaded
I'd
necklace
say
at
all
you.
that I'd be like, this isn't exciting. And
I
also
thought it was
say, and it's
glass.
probably cursed.
I don't know that you'd know it was cursed. I know that Lena has worked that out, but I don't know that
I
Marie
won't
would know
say
that.
that.
But you do know that this is often the kind of thing that, like, in Barovia, evil folks would use as a way of having more lives.
I'll add that in.
So, and then when your soul gets added to it, then all the beads become uncracked again.
Correct. All the beads heal, and an extra bead appears.
So the next person puts it on and gets the next set of lives.
Correct.
Oh.
Please note, just for, funsies, if it is a soul trapping item, essentially no forms of revival outside of true resurrection work. Almost all of them require a free soul willing to return to its body. I don't think even resurrection works. That just eschews the time limit. I think it's like wish or true res at that point.
What if you stomp on the beads? Somebody else stomps on the beads to release the soul, so then the soul is free.
The beads are unstompable.
They're made of
everything's
soul.
stompable if you stomp hard enough.
Have you ever broken a stole with your stole? Have you ever broken a soul with your stomps, Lena?
Jackboot of the man.
Tried. Where can I find a soul to stomp on?
Good question.
Teddy will put the necklace away. He'll tuck it away in his bag.
I thought you were going to say on, and I was like,
Oh, please,
oh,
Teddy,
God, Jesus.
please.
I mean, he's curious about the necklace, but the mechanics, as described by Mari, sound kind of like a mixed bag at best.
You know, it does have the potential, if you have someone you really want to make not resurrectable, you put it on them, they pop up to 1 HP, you kill them, they pop up to 1 HP, you kill them, you do that 10 times, their soul gets trapped, or 9 times their soul gets trapped. If you know that it's going to happen.
Lock the necklace inside a lead box, bury it at the bottom of the lake.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Fascinating.
Cool.
I like how Elise and I immediately turn into, how can we weaponize this?
Weaponize
Yeah,
this.
yeah. I just thought I was giving you a way to die a number of times before you actually
Can
die,
we-
but I guess
Oh, wait.
you've ruined
Can
that.
Can we soak the necklace in the poison that the herbalist made, so then it's just
Oh,
self-completing?
Good looting, Mari. I wonder what Mank and Deota have been up to.
Demon monkey,
What's
demon
really
monkey, also
processing-
alchemical parts.
Oh yeah, okay. You got
processing Nink's acute trauma so that it doesn't turn into PTSD.
Teddy. Teddy will loot the
Ha!
demon
Too
monkey's body.
Too late for that, Lena.
Yep.
May I request that we take a short break here before we cut to Mink and Deota, because I need to dose my dog with her anxiety meds.
Yes, can we do Adam's investigation of the monkey? So like
Yes,
5 minutes
yes.
tops?
Totally fine.
Yes. Yeah, it's a monkey. It's got monkey fur and blood and that's about it.
Gross.
I feel like in this world, like, Lamdea, like, pulls the top off of the maraca, and it's just, like, now a little ethereal, like, scalpel.
Oh wait, but you probably should get some alchemy materials,
Yes,
shouldn't you?
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
right, we're
yes,
doing that.
yes.
Yeah.
We should be
I
better about
know.
doing that because we can make really cool stuff.
I was
Right.
saying that!
Goy literally said it, and it went into my mind and rattled around in there, and then like 2 minutes later went, Goy just said something intelligent. You should probably process that.
I have an auditory processing disorder or something, so
Maybe I do also. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not paying attention well enough today. Apologies. Okay. Adam, can you roll 3D100s, please, to work out what we get here?
Sure.
Aha. Why does it add them all together? Why does it do that to me? All right, I've got to move that over there. Okay, I'm going to tell you what you get. You get
79, 79, and 29. 3 nines. 9 lives, 9
frog's
beads.
breath, Frog's
what?
breath.
Oh, do we know amounts yet, or just?
I'm on it. Sorry, I'm on it.
Oh no, I just wanted to make sure. Well, I was like, am I just taking one or?
Frog's breath times 5.
Ooh.
79. A bit more bat guano. Times 2. And what was the third number?
29.
Imp heart. Times 1.
Can you see how big these snowflakes are? It's not gonna.
It's
not gonna
totally
show
blown
it.
out.
It's too blown out.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Okay.
It's a fucking bummer.
Do you want to do alchemy ingredients in the Keishi as well? Because we've already investigated her. And, okay, we got loot, but
Oh
do we
yeah,
want
yeah. Let's do
bits
her too.
loot?
Yeah.
Hang on.
Bits
hang
loot.
on. Bits loot. Yeah, I hate that for us. Lena, can
You're
you
the one
remind
who
me
said it.
what was your seems fake. What was your investigation?
17.
Okay. Lena, can you roll me 4 D100s, please? Okay. You get clay times 4. You get mist fungus times 3. You get toad egg. Ooh. Times, hang on. Toad egg times 4. And can you roll the last D100 again, please? Because 50 and 51 are too close together. Get a low number. Ugh. And you get
The answer to life, the universe, and everything.
Yep. You get basilisk phlegm times 4.
Delicious.
You're welcome. All right. So we've looted the Keishi, we've looted the demon monkey. We've got some stuff of her body. We've gone back upstairs. Mink and Diota are having a PTSD moment that we're going to come back to. The fairy children are reunited with their parents. You're probably going to want to have a conversation with their parents, and Anne is taking you to her locker where she's got some treats to give you.
Fabulous.
Cool. Tritos.
3 does. All right. Quick break here.
Quick break.
Is this a real break or like a 2-minute break? Is this like our this
I've
can
drunk
be our real break?
1.5 of my drinks, so
So this is our real break.
Yeah, but if we
Okay.
make it, if we're all right, we can do like 5 or 10 rather than 10 or 15.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Quick break. See you in a
back soon,
bit.
everybody.
Cool.
crunch. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our Curse of Strahd campaign. Before the break, we killed a cat lady. She was bad, so that's fine. We looted her corpse and her demon monkey's pet corpse. We freed Anne, the herbalist, who's nice and is going to take us for some treats as a thank you. We
Like ice cream.
freed the... I make no promises about ice cream in Barovia. We freed the fairy children. Their parents came to collect them. They'll probably be around. Mink ran away to deal with their trauma because they're not having a good time. So we had the moments with Mari and Teddy and the corpse exploration. So Giota, you followed Mink, I believe?
Yeah, I would have been basically immediately moving after Mink.
Okay. So Mink has gone to hide in a cupboard under the stairs, essentially. Tucked themselves in there, like, quite quickly and quietly.
Yeah, and I, like, Giota wasn't so close behind them that they would have seen this. It's just, like, compared to, with the timing of the scene before, it wasn't like Giota was hanging around for any of that.
Yeah.
Graboa is with them, while Lamdea, which there were two of, was down in the basement.
Poking at corpses to say, loot.
Pretty much, yes. So I think Giota would just sort of... Giota probably would have sent Graboa out first, but unless he ran fully, like, off into the woods, at which, if that is the conclusion that Giota comes to, there will be far greater alarm. My cat is doing chin-ups.
Your cat is just...
I
cannot believe the ability with which your cat stands, like, at full stretch to open the door. It's very athletic.
He could open it if that wasn't locked. But you're trapped in here with me. Yeah, come on.
Yeah, I mean, for what it's worth, like Mink, there was no breaking for doors. There was absolutely it was a find a place inside to hide, not a go outside situation.
Well, I just meant that, like, since I'm not sure that they would have seen that,
Right.
like, having Graboa sort of search the perimeter, making sure you haven't entirely disappeared, and then Giota would sort of head inside the house. And Giota is very particularly trying to not be stealthy, but also not trying to be, like, too noisy. It's just, like, moving at a very normal pace. Sort of like, Mink, buddy, where you at? You okay?
I might leave this one to the dice with like a wisdom save or something to see if Mink has the capacity to respond here, if that feels good to folks.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'm gonna do a wisdom save. Okay. I think Mink like the cupboard under the stairs, the door kind of like creaks open a little bit so that you kind of can see that like that's as good as a response as you're gonna get.
I feel like, despite the way that these tokens look, I'm just doing it to not stack them. I feel like Giota would also be very intentionally trying not to, like, corner Mink. Like, I'm sort of, again, limitations of squares, but, like, almost might be opening one of the doors to these rooms and sort of being in the doorway so that, like, the entire hallway is open if Mink felt the need to run again, since they saw Mink bolt. Like, what's going on? What did the cat lady do to you?
So for a minute it was just like everybody was an enemy and I was trapped in that basement with just No friends. All enemies.
I think I know a bit of how that feels. How are you?
Oh, no one else is out there with you, right?
Boa.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, I'm fine. I'm fine. We could fight. Is there another fight?
I wasn't referring to your capacity to fight.
But I guess I need to know that first, actually.
You're gonna see Diota sort of. You've probably seen enough when Diota flips their perception to something else. No, Mari's yelling, "I'm a rogue, bitch," at a chained up prisoner.
Mhm. Okay.
But they
Okay.
do all still appear to be in the basement, and everything except the prisoner and pixie children are dead.
Okay, then I think I need to stay here. Mhm. Yep.
Okay, that makes sense. Is there anything I can get you? Anything you would like to talk about?
Hmm. Um, I don't know what time it is, but if someone thinks that we're going to leave here and go make camp outside, I don't think I can do that.
That's fine. I can talk to everyone else about that. If there isn't enough room, the rest of us could always camp outside that window so you can see us still.
Hmm.
I, would you like a story?
Yeah, we could that would be good. That would be good.
Long time ago, I traveled through nothingness with my friend. And it wasn't safe. There were dangers, there were threats, there was plenty of things that wanted to kill us, but that we dealt with it, as I'm sure you have plenty of experience with, as we have had plenty of experience with in just the last few days. And then my friend was gone. And I was given his charge, and I was freed to this place. Well, not this place. This place is horrible. Uh, but to I forget which city were we coming from? Like which we were going north towards.
Waterdeep?
Um, good question. I don't remember. That was so long
We were
ago.
But we were in a caravan near Waterdeep.
And I think we were heading to Waterdeep. I don't remember where we were coming from, if it was Baldur's Gate or one of the other trade cities.
Hang on.
It doesn't matter.
You were going towards the town of Daggerford. I don't think I said where you came from.
That's fine.
Your final destination was Waterdeep.
And I was freed from darkness and silence and void into a place that was full of noise and light and people, so many people laughing, shouting, crying, screaming. It just all felt like much too much. I didn't know. I hadn't seen anyone other than my friend and Kirillin Lorethian for I do not know how long, because time has no real meaning in the Astral Sea. And I was scared. I did not know what to make of these people. I did not know what they wanted. I didn't know what half of them were saying. And so I ran and I hid in a broken down, mostly abandoned bookshop. And I did the only thing that I sort of knew how to do. I read and tried to soothe myself with learning things, studying. And in that time, I found that the things that helped most were giving myself that time and that space. You're going to hear like rustling, and Dioto will hand a pillow and a blanket in. Something comfortable. And the good fortune that when I decided it was time to leave again, that I was lucky enough to find good people. It's okay for it to be hard. It's okay for it to be scary. It's okay for you to need to put it down right now. You'll be ready again when you are. And until that time, take solace in something comfortable. For me, that is reading. For you, it can be something else. Maybe don't actively start fires in the cupboard. It's rather contained space. But it's okay. I will talk to the others. We will do what we can to remain here. Incidentally, I won't tell them where you are if you don't want to. I'll just let them know that you're safe and well. But sometimes I do think that when it's worrisome, it's good to have something to think about a little bit. And Grippo is going to float over and sort of go, Peh! And one of the Taraka cards will pop out.
Oh.
And it is Guild Member. I know the definition of it because I have the guide that Debbie gave me. I don't think that, like, Diota doesn't see what card you got. So, but they're like, I'm happy to, and, like, we'll slide the guide that they gave me at the thing and sort of push it into you. Hopefully it's something helpful.
Might borrow some paper and something to write with?
Diota will look at, like, their essentially bandolier of, like, talismans. Yes, we can do that. I think I'll pull out, like, one of their small notebooks, and, like, a quill and ink, essentially a traveling sort of journal / sketch that you've seen them use. There you go.
Okay. Yeah, so Mink will just kind of accept these things: the card, the book, the notebook, and the pen or the quill, and then I think I would, in fact, look up the guild member in the book and see what it says first.
Ironically, like-minded individuals join together in a common goal, pride in one's work.
Is that irony? Do we need to check with Alanis Morissette?
Does Alanis Morissette know what irony is?
I don't.
Like rain on your wedding day, is that irony?
I think that's the irony of it, though, isn't it?
The song is called Irony, and it has no instances of irony.
Anyway, sorry.
Is it that deep? I'm sorry. Like, actually, do people think it's that deep? Is that the irony?
I mean, that's the. I mean, I've heard that theory about the song before. That makes sense. I don't know.
Okay. So, yeah, I think Mink will take a minute to like. I think that the guild card, like, this is not where Wink's thoughts were dwelling prior to Raboa spitting up the guild card. But I think that with that kind of prompt to think, his thoughts do turn to people that he served with during his military time. And I think that he does take some time to write out first on a piece of paper. He writes down 2 names, and he writes, "Did you know that I had twin siblings who died?" Not like twins to him, but twins who were siblings. Siblings who were twins who died. And he'll fold that up and he'll slip it back out to Diota. And then he'll take the time with the card to just sit there and like think about some of the things that he did during his time, and like his sense of both simultaneous belonging and not belonging to the various military orders that he spent time with, because there were kind of 2 that pulled him in different directions. And so I think that's where his thoughts dwell as he kind of settles in. And his intention is not to really engage. I mean, if people tried to come and engage with him, probably he would, but I think that he is taking this like dark, quiet space per Diota's like point of like, it's okay to not be okay, and like and just hunkering in and being like, I'm not fucking engaging. And we'll dwell with his thoughts there.
Yeah. And I think probably at about that time, Anne and Murray and Teddy come up from the basement.
I think when the paper came out, just quickly, Diota would take it and like you'd hear the like unfolding of it, and they'll sort of like, thank you for sharing with me. And then they are going to, like, as you hear maybe steps coming up those stairs, they are going to move away from the door where you are.
Yeah. Yeah, so if Anne will lead Teddy and Murray up from the basement and kind of into like the main area of the house where everything is like a bit trashed and messy because the cat lady and her demon monkey did not keep it tidy, and like you can see like Anne looks around and kind of takes stock of everything as she's walking through the house, like looking at like what she needs to tidy up, and she's kind of tutting and muttering to herself under her breath, but she's like, come down here, let me take you to the locker. And she walks to the end of the hallway and the door on the left and opens it up, and you see her do something, and then out of the wall like a chest appears and opens up, and she kind of rattles through it and pulls out 2 potions of healing, and she gives you 1 each. 1 to Teddy, 1 to Murray.
You can't remember my name either.
Yep. Maybe I just feel like the way it should be said is with like a
dramatic pause.
Yeah, that's how you've said it every time, so I'm just impersonating.
Cool. So like we knew that like Mink like left quite hurriedly.
Yes.
Probably could have guessed that something was wrong, but we don't know like the extent. And Mink is not out here. It is currently hiding in a cupboard, closet.
You would have
I
passed.
don't know where Mink is.
You would have passed
Okay.
Diota as well.
Okay. Okay, so after you get the healing potion, I'll circle back to Diota. So where's Mink? Thought you were with him, and we probably ought to get back on the road.
Mink right now needs some time and some space. And I think if possible, it would be best for us to, if it would be possible, ma'am, to stay here overnight, or at least somewhere quite close by, if that would not greatly inconvenience you.
I have the room, no problem at all. Kind of backtracks like 2 steps up the corridor and opens doors to the left and doors to the right, which are like twin bedrooms. They're simple, and it looks like the doors have been closed, so like they're not too trashed. She's like, "You're welcome to stay here tonight if that would help you. I might ask for your help for the next couple of hours trying to get everything straightened and squared away. I think that would be
Of course.
really helpful to me. Like you've done enough. But of course you're welcome to stay. And I mean, if there's anything else that you need, I have some kind of healing abilities. We should put that bucket outside. That's the main thing we should do.
We've got a lid on it now. Is the lid not good enough?
The lid is a perfect seal. It's not a problem.
Okay,
I just don't want it in my house anymore.
Okay.
And I want to go and check in with the fairies families, because I've been close with them for a while, so I just want to make sure that everybody out there is okay.
Yeah.
Of course,
Yeah.
we can get ourselves settled and start tidying up some. Thank you.
Right.
Okay. And she walks out the door and away towards the...
Yeah. Lean in and kind of whisper to Diota. So is Mink upset about like the pie situation? Because we could try to, I mean, I'm trying to procure us more pie. I'm doing my best.
I will throttle all of you.
What? I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with Mink. And get us more pie.
As big a problem as that is not, at the moment, the problem. He just needs some time.
Okay.
Diota will
Okay.
turn to the door that, shares a wall with the cupboard, which was the one that they had opened before, to pull out a blanket and pillow.
Yep.
And we'll just sort of, chuck their bag in on the bed that still has
A blanket and pillow?
a blanket
Yep.
and pillow, close the door over, and is perfectly willing for others to engage in conversation or something if people want to interact, but is also probably going to then, absent anything else, start moving into cleaning up, tidying up, etc.
Yeah. Okay.
Diota has the spell Mending, which allows me to break broken or torn items, so they will probably focus there first, because it takes a minute every time they cast it.
Yeah.
But it allows them to do stuff that isn't just gathering, etc. So they'll probably take that as I can do this. Other people will have a harder time.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's broken chair legs. And,
Chair legs, pottery, I assume, things like that. And just
yeah,
sort of
exactly. Yeah, there's plenty of stuff around that would need mending.
Debbie, can you refresh my memory on what the 2 separate buildings are?
They are not 2 separate buildings. They are 1 building, 2 floors. Lazy map making, Debbie.
I see. Okay, thank
it's
you.
ingenuitive map making, not lazy.
I gotcha. Thank you.
Yeah, you're good.
So we're upstairs now.
So yeah, Diota will just be puttering around, repairing stuff that looks like it needs mending.
Yep. And it's outside having a conversation with the fairies. There are no fairies in the house anymore. Mink is in a cupboard.
I do think eventually, like, as Mink calms down, he would come out to go to bed. Like, and so if he's kind of listening or whatever, and knows enough about where he's supposed to go, he would be able to find a place to go to bed. But I do think like if he has a few hours, I think that's enough time for him to kind
Yeah.
of like come to a place where he could move comfortably to a bedroom.
Graboa
Yes.
is waiting sort of in that hallway and would gesture Mink to go into the room where Gyota was. And once he like had emerged and gone in there, Graboa will just resume floating in front of the door.
Okay, after probably like 30 minutes, Anne's going to come back inside and say, the fairies have taken themselves off back into the woods. They are extremely grateful for your support, but they're just wanting to spend quite quiet time together. And she looks around at all of the things like you've fixed. She's like, this is incredible, thank you so much. And like she immediately like joins in and straightening things up, and like there's bits and pieces like all over that obviously aren't in the right place, but you don't know where the right place is, but she does. So she starts tidying stuff away, and after like 30 seconds she goes, oh, are you hungry?
Yeah, especially, do you have any pie?
Have you met Granny?
Yeah, yeah. And
Please don't give them more pie.
I mean, my friend Mink is having a hard day, and I think some pie would make it better. We've been having a rough go of it, and I mean,
I don't have any of Granny's magical pies. I don't think I have time to rustle up a pie, but I reckon there's probably...
I don't want your normal pie.
Do you have anything that could help with, say, magical addiction to the pies?
No. Granny's magic is a little bit beyond mine. I do know that with time you will get through to the other side of it, as long as you don't eat any more pie. The more pie you eat, the harder it is to get out of it.
Is Mink out here right now?
No, Mink's in
okay.
their cupboard.
Still, okay.
Gyota will probably be like, interesting. You'll recover as long as you don't eat more pie. Just sort of projecting
Gyota, why
down
are
the
you
hallway.
shouting?
No reason.
I think
Okay,
the challenge with the
weird.
pie is that you want to eat more pie, though.
Right. Yeah, we would like more pie, please.
Now
I
Mink is
can't offer
thinking
you
about
any pie.
Mink's having a really hard day. And I mean, this is like
It won't make it
hard
better.
shit, right? Right, but you know what makes hard days better is like not having to constantly think about pie. Like if you just didn't have to think about it all the time.
Maybe if you talked about it less.
If you talked about it less. Where's
Talk
Mink?
about it at all.
Mink
Do you
is-
want something to eat before you go to sleep?
Yes, please.
Or do you want me... Okay.
I would greatly
Yeah,
She like moves
appreciate
to like
that.
rustle up, like she puts together like a lot of like the normal ingredients that she would have aren't here. Like she can't make like anything too fancy, but like she gets some like veggies from the garden, say, and makes you like a little salad, maybe with some borderline stale bread. It's the best I could do in the circumstances. Do you want to take some to your friend?
Yes, that would be good. Gyota will grab a portion of irrelevant and go and pass it in the room.
Mm-hmm. And then she goes back to like putting stuff on shelves and filing.
I was gonna say, Gyota will sort of just be sitting there like handing her things. They're not especially tired or anything, so they're just like, yep, okay, move things around, pile.
Yeah.
And we all say thank you for the meal that she's provided.
Yeah, thank you.
Sure, yeah.
You're welcome.
No, I'm
There's
just
a broom in
ungrateful
the
because
corner
it's
if
not
you'd
pie.
like to brush up all the monkey hair. That would be great.
Oh, Teddy makes eye contact with Mari. Yeah. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I'll do it.
Thank you.
I'm not getting near that. It's disgusting.
Teddy will brush up the monkey hair.
Oh, well, then you can take these rags outside and wash them.
I'm going to go look for pie, or make a
Okay.
pie, or.
Will you take these rags with you on your way out?
I'm not.
I've
No,
heard there's
I'm
pie
going.
by the stream.
I don't want to clean. This is not my house. Why?
Diota is just making like disquietingly unblinking eye contact.
Mink's not helping clean.
Mink helped save everyone and keep everyone alive.
So
Mink
did
is
I.
taking care of himself so that he can continue doing that in the future.
So am I.
Or do you want
Wash
to
the
keep
fucking
these
rags, Marie.
rags, Anne? Do you need these rags washed?
Yeah, that would be. I mean, like, fabric's always useful, right? It's all just covered in monkey.
It's just monkeys are really disgusting, and maybe you should just get rid of these.
All right, so I'll clean up all the monkey hair with the rags, and then I'll take the rags out. Do you have like a? Where do you wash these?
Outside, you'll find a wash station set up.
Wash station. All right, I can find
Like a bowl
wash
and
station.
a scrubby thingamajig and a hanging thing, you know.
Yeah, I had a wash station at home.
Incredibly convincing.
I've definitely washed rags before.
Homemade lavender soap out there. If you'd like to use the lavender soap, you can take some with you if that would make you feel better.
Lavender. Yeah, all right. Teddy wanders out, looks for this wash station.
It's exactly as she described. Like there's a place for you to put the rags. There's like a bowl and like one of those like old timey scrubbing boards, and there's like a little bucket next to it so you can go to the well and get some water and da.
Is it old timey for in my mind or in Teddy's mind?
In Adam's mind, it's cutting edge technology in Teddy's mind.
Damn. This brand new thing at the washing station.
Yeah. And then next to it, there's like a
tumble dryer.
A
hand-driven tumble dryer. Yeah.
What generates the heat? Monkeys.
Teddy's frustration with this nonsense.
The gentle breath of the monkey.
I was gonna say there's a boxing bag.
Yeah.
Punching bag.
Lol.
Teddy washes the rags and dries them thoroughly.
That's going to take you probably till bedtime, but that's very kind of you.
Yeah, cool.
Maria's tried to find things to look busy without being busy.
Performance check.
Sure.
Washboard. That's it. That's exactly what it is. A washboard.
12.
A 12. Yeah. You see, as you're like puttering around and you're like moving this pot from here to there, and you're like wiping where the pot was, and then you're putting the pot back, and you're wiping where the pot was, and you're putting the pot over there. You're not doing a great job.
You don't even beat my passive insight.
Yeah. And Anne is just like, if you don't want to help, you can just go and sit outside, or you can go to bed.
Oh, okay. Thanks. I'm glad I was able to help so much.
You weren't helping. Good night.
Oh.
Why do you guys hang out with her?
I'm their tour guide.
She mostly screams about how this place is terrible and that we should stop providing information to people.
I mean,
They
it
should
is.
stop, yes.
And she's right. But, like, not all Barovians are dicks. Just saying.
Wow.
Wow. Is there anything else you want to do before you go make a sleep?
Is Mink not coming out of the cupboard tonight?
No, Mink is...
Mink is in the bedroom probably at this point, but like I like very much was like has been listening and like moved quietly. I mean, you may have noticed, but did go directly upstairs to the bedroom where Graboa was, kind of keeping an eye on things, and put himself to bed.
And Graboa
Okay.
is absolutely blocking entrance to this room.
Okay. So we wanna go to sleep?
Yeah.
Wanna have a long rest?
Yeah.
Giotto will enter the room that they're sharing with Mink, close the door, probably blockade the door.
Good idea, good idea. Yeah, okay. So in one of the rooms is Diota and Mink, and the other room will be Teddy and Mari. Anyone setting a watch?
Yeah, I think we'd still do watches, right?
Sure.
Diota will probably take the first chunk of watch so that Mink can sleep as much as possible. And also Graboa will be like floating outside in the hallway. But definitely keeping track of comings and goings.
Okay. So if you Grigorway, Diota, sorry, would like to do a perception check for the night watch number 1.
9. Diota is quite tired.
You perceive nothing. You're like, this is peaceful and quiet and certainly safe.
Oh, convincing.
Graboa, on the other hand, is an 18.
Yeah, the house is quiet. Nothing's going on. Nothing's happening outside. Nothing suspicious.
Oh, Irina is here somewhere, right? She's,
Yeah.
Oh right,
Yeah.
wow. Yep, we have Irina.
She was helping so much with cleaning up. She's really gracious.
She was incredible.
She has never
buried
watched
both the
Rag
bodies.
before. Oh,
She's a
wow.
badass.
Yeah. She's got some calluses on her hands now.
You want Irina to take a watch? Or who else wants a watch?
I would take a watch.
Mink would tell Diota to wake him up for second watch, but whether that's happening or not. Also, it's I think Mari and Mink are both exhausted from not sleeping.
Oh yeah, you got a level of exhaustion from pie.
So just want to toss that into the mix of like.
Well
In terms
remembered.
of
Shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
because we haven't rested since then.
No, this is your first. All right. So, Mari, what's your perception? Goy, did you have a thought?
I was going to say, Graboa doesn't need to sleep, so we can either carry Graboa's 18 through in terms of his watch for the night, or I can re-roll him for every watch segment. It's up to
we
you.
can. If Graboa's on watch, Graboa's on watch. I feel like, how did you get Graboa, who is the most powerful thing at like the earliest level? Yes.
It did require having that like 100 gold piece topaz, and one of my core class features is occupied with
having a Graboa.
Him. Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Oh well. Great roll there, Mari.
So
Thank
glad that
God
we are
Graboa's on watch.
Mari falls asleep because she's exhausted.
You guys are out like lights, all 4 of you. You're having a good long rest.
Mari's is technically a 2 because of the disadvantage.
Terrible. Oh, Teddy, could you roll the D20 for your dreams, please?
Yes, I was going to bring it up if you didn't.
If you get a 19 or a 20, you get a dream about a steak and egg pie. On a 1, you forget entirely about the existence of steak or egg. Don't forget. Come on, 1.
I thought we were doing this.
So
4.
close.
4, nothing.
Now, what is
Fine.
going on with Teddy's relationship with pie?
Okay. So today, as in this night that you went to sleep, was Teddy is going without pie, Mink is going without pie, Mari is going without pie. Hang on, I need to go back to the...
Mink succeeded yesterday's con save in the morning.
You did.
But I think this is the first night for Teddy sleeping
Yes, hang on.
after having eaten pie.
Eat pie. Got
Because
pie.
you were a
no
day
pie. No pie nightmares. Yep. So, Mink. All right. So, couple of things. The next morning you wake up, and overnight, because of all of your adventures and your resting, you have powered up.
leveled up.
So mechanically, everybody's gained a level. So we are now at the dizzy heights of level
4.
4. Very exciting. Okay, so Mink, please can you roll me another Constitution save?
Okay. 13.
13. So you wake up.
I have a question.
Yeah.
First, is there any mechanical benefit, not that this is the only reason I do things, to having played into my phobia or my quirk? Because both of those things happened.
You can have good boy cards.
I would love that.
Yep.
Do I get 2 or 1?
2, 1 each. 1 for phobia, 1 for quirk.
Okay. 2. I am asking because I would love to pass this if I can. And so I'm trying to see if I have a good boy card that will help me succeed this task or this role. Wait, let me try again. Reroll a saving throw you failed. Did I fail? With a 13? Because it does say you failed, so I get to know.
So how many doses of pie did Mink eat? 1 dose or 2 doses? Just 1 dose.
2 days ago.
Okay. So you wake up this morning and you had you'd had nightmares the first night after you'd eaten pie, had a day, had a night's rest with no pie, had nightmares, woken up exhausted. But you felt pretty good. You'd done a good Constitution saving throw the morning of, right?
Right.
And so you've woken up this morning, you've had a really good night's sleep. Yes, you had a traumatic day yesterday, but you slept well and you feel really held by your colleagues, teammates, whatever you want to call them. And you have woken up this morning with no thoughts of pie in your head whatsoever. You think you're free and clear.
Oh my God. Fabulous. Okay. Then I won't spend a good boy card for this. Okay. I was afraid the 13 was a fail. Great.
Nope. Teddy, how many doses of pie did you eat? Did you eat both your doses of pie or did you just eat 1? I don't remember.
Let me do a search of my notes for pie.
It's such a good sign when we refer to pie in doses.
In doses, yeah, right. And Mari, you were at the same point as Mink, right? So do you want to give me a roll?
Yeah, this is a con roll.
Yeah.
Teddy ate half.
Is it a save or just a straight con?
Con save. Yeah. You like Mink, wake up this morning, no stress, you're free and clear.
Awesome.
I
didn't still have disadvantage on because I slept. Okay.
And that's a save, not a skill check.
Not a thingamajig. Yeah.
I know I have, but then what did I do with the other half? Did I end up eating the second half at some point, or did I?
Let me check my notes.
I thought that's why you were 1 day later in the cycle. I thought you hadn't eaten it the first night when the others did, and then you ate it the next 2.
But if I still had some pie when we were with the Vistani, did I give it to somebody or did I?
So according to my notes, Teddy has
Teddy ate it.
Gone a night without pie. And if there's been 2 nights, which there have been, you must have eaten both of yours.
So I ate the second half of the pie. Yeah.
Okay. So that means that you need to make a Constitution saving throw. Yes.
Okay.
Technically, this was the night before you made a con save, but it doesn't matter.
Retroactive con save.
Oh shit.
That's a critical fail.
Okay, so you had no pie last night. You had nightmares. You've woken up. You're a level of exhaustion. And that's all you know. You wake up really wanting pie.
And that you said that I have a level of exhaustion.
Yes.
So you're gonna wake up and Mari's already awake and just super like happy that it's morning. Teddy, you're finally awake. The sun came up like 20 minutes ago. Good morning.
Pie. Pie.
Oh, I don't really think I'm into pie anymore. Are you into pie now? Still?
Pie.
Does Mari have the capacity to have compassion?
Teddy, like, okay. Teddy, if you
just lived through this yesterday.
If you're not feeling great, like I understand it was hard really wanting pie yesterday, and I mean I have a little pie left that I was saving for emergencies, but I don't think I need it anymore. I think I'm okay without pie now.
You had some pie the whole time?
I was saving it for emergencies, Teddy.
Emergency.
Okay, it's an emergency. That's like pie is all you can say. I'm gonna pull out the half a pie I have left and hand it to Teddy.
Can I do so? Like, I mean, so Teddy knows intellectually what's going on.
Yep.
So can I leave this to a wisdom save? Like, can he resist the temptation to?
For sure, you can try.
Oh God. Here we go. Wisdom save. Oh,
it's a no saves. No, you're fine. It's not a disadvantage.
14.
What do you think?
What is like? Yeah, how do you determine that?
I mean, does it like touch his lips before he like and does licking a pie, like, does that count as eating a dose of it?
Yeah.
I
think with a 14, like you take the pie. Mari gives you the pie, and you're looking at it, and you're like, "Yeah, I think this is fine." You're like, "This will be fine. We can go find Granny. We can just get some more pie."
Maybe.
And like as you're about to eat it, like maybe you're sat in the kitchen, and as you're about to eat it, like Diota and Mink will walk in, and you'll like look up at them, and then you look back at the pie, and you go, "What the fuck am I doing with this pie?"
Well, I think we're still in the bedroom that we were sleeping in.
Or like, I mean, yeah, technically we were at the start of the scene. Yeah, I mean, I think if a 14 feels good for like a provisional pass. Let's say like a better save would have like he would have said no, Mari. Keep
no, I'm not even interested.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe it's like
you have the pie, but you haven't yet eaten.
You don't eat it. You're like,
Actually, weirdly enough, if you think about it, a better save might actually be no, keep it, because I know better. And a weaker save is actually,
I'm not going to eat it now, but I'm going to hang on to it.
Yeah. Wait, no, what? I'm confusing myself about addiction.
It is.
I think saying like I'm strong enough to not have this, I'll just keep it, and right, like, is that middle of the ground, right? You're not at that point of extreme desperation of like stuff it down my face, and you're not at the point of like I don't need this, right? But it's that middle ground of like I'm in control of this. I'm going to save it for later, or I'm not going to have it
for emergencies.
Like Mari said, for an emergency.
For emergencies.
Right?
Thank you. And so, maybe, and I'm going to save this for later. I don't want to eat it around other people because I know everybody knows. Like, it's kind of maybe like a shame thing. Like, look,
are you saying? Is I saying this out loud, or I can't tell?
No, I'm saying it out loud. I'm saying it.
Okay.
But that's Teddy's reasoning. Is like, if he was alone right now, he'd probably eat it, but he'll find a bathroom to sneak into later.
Teddy, it's. You can hold on to it in case you have an emergency. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with needing pie. It's okay. It can make your sleep better. And just because I don't need it anymore right now, I mean, I might need pie again someday. So it's okay to need pie.
I just need some time to wake up, Mari. Thank you for your concern.
I hope the pie helps if you want it to.
Sure, thanks.
I know how hard it gets. You're gonna get real itchy and you're really, really gonna want pie, and nothing's gonna make your mouth feel better or your stomach feel better. You're just gonna constantly think about pie, and if the fairy children have pie, and if Anne has pie, and
okay,
where
Mari, could you shut the fuck up? Can you shut the fuck up? Can we get this day started? Let's stand up. Let's get up. Let's get out of this fucking
okay,
place.
Teddy. I was trying to empathize and show compassion. Show a shred of compassion.
Great. Let's get up.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's go find.
Okay, sure. I'll try not to say the word pie over and over again. Sometimes it's really hard not to talk about pie, even though I don't want pie anymore. Let's go.
Hit points.
Yeah. You fucking can roll hit points.
I'm so excited to level up. Okay. Debbie, remind me, do you do the we can take yours if we don't like ours rule?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I don't know whether that's an Andy or a Goy or a Gandhi rule, but yeah.
I rolled right down the middle.
Tricky.
The wise thing to do is to take it.
Take your own. But I'm really good at rolling, so
I'll take it. I'll keep the 5. So it's a total of adding 6. I'm also going to my ability score increase for level 4 will be into charisma. So that makes my charisma score 18, making my bonus +4, which raises my spell modifier, my spell DC.
Nice. And you got the Riz.
Got the Riz.
The Riz.
Intimidating dude.
Yeah. I only learned about the Riz because our friend Joel told me. Also, I rolled a 4, so.
Speaking of right down the middle, that's
I roll really well, Galway.
4 on a D8. Yeah, sure, screw it. Let's go with yours.
I rolled a 1.
Excellent. Good. Perfect.
I'm so good at this.
I am also a D8. I'm going to keep mine.
Sad. I rolled a 1 as well for that one, Lena.
Wow. Debbie. This feels intentional.
Doesn't it? Adam?
Is mine a D8 because I'm multi-class? I don't
know. Which level? What class are you taking a level in? Fighter or cleric?
So it should be D10.
Yeah, your hit dice pool is split over whatever your class levels are. That's also true for your recovery hit dice. Like you'll have a pool of 2 D8s and now 2 D10s.
2 D10s.
Oh, interesting. That'll be good to remember. Okay, so I will roll. Or did you roll a D10?
She got out ahead of herself.
Did you nod? I wasn't looking at.
Yeah, that's a D10 that was rolled by Debbie. So do better than a 3, buddy.
Let's give it a try.
Jesus.
Wow. Okay.
Wow, Teddy's in a bad state.
Probably because Teddy needs some pie.
Yeah, I mean, it's thematically.
Teddy has pie. Could fix that.
Debbie's rolls were all terrible.
1 gets
4,
Teddy.
1, 1, 3.
It gets me up to a nice round 20 hit points.
Oh my god, you have less than the Artificer.
That's with your con mod? That's with your adding your con mod onto that?
Oh, no, it's not. My con mod is 2, so I add 2 more.
22.
Good.
Still below the Artificer.
Good.
The loot that we got from the Keishi, the necklace Teddy's got in his pockets, we had a cloak of protection and a... What the fuck else did we have? I don't remember. Some gold.
helmet of
The
non-detection.
necklace of souls. Oh yeah, an amulet of non-detection. That sounds really useful. And so I already have a cloak of protection that I took from Diota because I was getting hit a lot. So does Diota want this one?
Or maybe Teddy wants it, just saying.
Oh, that's true, given Teddy's HP situation and Diota's ability to stay away from people. I'm not sure.
Or do we want to give it to the paladin?
My AC is 18.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, the
Or I could wear
more
two
you
of
can
them.
That's true.
take-
I'm always in the middle of things. That's
Yeah,
yes.
like-
But
you are very effectively at the very front of the party, usually, and absorbing damage.
theoretically, yeah, I'm good either way. Honestly, I think, you know,
Actually, wait.
giving it to people with lower, my hit point total is only 30. I feel like it still feels low, but also we're level 4, so it's probably
What?
not that low.
It's not great.
It's not great.
What's your... The enchantment you have right now from me is armor, right?
We changed it to my
Magical
weapon
weapon.
so that I will have a magical weapon.
Okay. I couldn't
in
remember
lieu
because I was
of
like,
silvering my weapon.
we could always, like, just if it was still on the armor, I'm like, you could take the cloak and then I could switch it over to your weapon. But I would probably, I personally would probably vote for Mink having it, because tanking is especially frail early on when you don't have the hit dice pool to...
So I don't.
We also don't have to discuss this on stream. I just wanted to
Totally
flag
fair.
that you had those two things and you need to divide them up
The
between yourselves.
reason that I particularly wanted to double check, and so I'm totally good with us, like, sidebarring this until later, was that it would technically matter if I wanted to swap out my infusions, because that's when I wake up from a long rest, and it's like, I theoretically could have planned to do that, but if I'm not infusing the armor anyway, nothing we're doing is
NBD.
going to change that. Do I know what an amulet of non-detection does?
What would be the role for that, Galway? Arcana?
Arcana.
Yeah?
I'm normally good at this!
You would have advantage because Mink is sitting there going, does it do this? Does it do this?
Would
Does
that be
it do
advantage
this?
or is that disadvantage?
I don't know, I feel like it at least rules out some of the semi-plausible
Yeah.
ones.
You you don't know, but there's something about this necklace that feels like dishonest or deceptive, but you don't know exactly like what that's about.
Can I roll
can
on
try
it
to
just in
help.
case?
Yeah.
You fucking can, absolutely.
Let's go.
I'll help. What with
I got
Okay.
a 3.
the fact that I had rolled on it before?
Yeah, you can. So Mink, you have advantage because Diota's helping you. Diota's like, there's something about this and this inscription or this thing or da 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 da.
12.
Huh.
Best roll so
Uh-huh.
far.
Climb the
Roll so
ladder.
far. Okay. So
I'm still
You-
listening. I'll be right back.
you feel like this amulet does something to kind of hide the wearer,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't really know anything about like how that would work or like what magic it would be effective against. You
Okay,
don't know
so
whether it
we're-
like physically is going to shield you or emotionally. You don't know.
I want to find out. No, but so whereas Diota might have a sense of like deception, hiding bad, like Mink is more getting like hiding
Maybe
in
useful.
a neutral, useful way.
That hiding
Yeah,
is
right.
its power, not something
Yeah.
that's like wrong with it.
It's
or
not
a lie
hiding
about it.
something from you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll be like, yeah, man, I don't know, but I don't, I like my sense from it is that like it's useful. It's like it can hide in a useful way, but I don't know how it hides things. It's going to hide something.
I feel like Diota's eyes slide over to Irina.
Doesn't she already have something like this?
No.
I thought for some reason she did.
You're asking me, Debbie?
Yeah, yes.
Let's go look at her character sheet, hey?
Why did I think we got her non-detection from like the Vistani or...
I have no memory of this.
Wait, I guess I can look in my notes, but I might just be wrong. I might just be wrong. It seems likely. A thing that does actually happen. A friend of mine said the other day, it's good for me to be wrong. It's good for my personality.
For you? A friend said that to
my
you?
friend said that about themselves, and I thought it was so funny, and I think it's also true for me. It's good for me to be wrong for my personality sometimes.
Okay, well, let me go back to my notes. I don't think I've got anything. They sold you horses and all of that whiz bang.
If you're thinking it's from the Vistani, I don't remember anything with that.
No, they
I'm
silvered
looking through my notes
Teddy's
also.
weapon.
Okay.
Irina's fate was beyond Eva's reading. Maybe that's what you're remembering, that Eva couldn't see her.
Yeah, I think maybe actually I'm confusing a different campaign where someone else just got a amulet of non-detection, and I'm probably just crossing wires.
Play more than one D&D campaign?
I've been cheating on you, Debbie.
Wow, this whole time.
This whole time.
Whereas
we
Adam
friends.
and Goy and Lena play no other D&D at all, and I know that for certain. Good. Okay. All right. So you've woken up in the morning. You've remembered that you got a cloak of protection and an amulet of non-detection.
Actually,
and the necklace of cool. Yeah.
So are we kind of gathering like in the kitchen for breakfast or something at this point? Okay.
Yeah, sure.
So as we're kind of like talking through like the magic items that we got and like divvying them up or whatever, I'll say, you know what, that reminds me, and I'll pick out from my bag. I have a scroll of bless, a scroll of spiritual weapon, and a scroll of protection from poison. And I'm gonna put these out and be like, it's really hard for me to use these in a fight because I'm already like, you are all so much smarter than me. I can focus on one thing at a time. And if I try to do a spell from these scrolls, I would not be able to also hit things real hard because that's focusing on two things. This is mechanically me saying I can't hold I can't do these concentration things. So do people want these? Would this be more helpful for someone else? Like, I know spiritual weapon, I offer it to Teddy, like that you wouldn't have to waste some of your own magic if you cast it from the spell. Same with bless. Like, do you want that?
Also, spiritual weapon isn't concentration.
Yeah, I still think like paladin though. I don't think that Mink can use it effectively because like my bonus actions have to be on my smites.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I'll take a scroll or yeah.
Okay. So I'll hand over.
I won't remember to use any of them, so don't give any to me.
I will pass over bless and spiritual weapon, and then I mean protection from poison might be something that we kind of do outside of battle, so that could be.
Yeah.
Now we have dog cam in addition to cat cam. Bless. So yeah. I will pass those to, and I guess just keep protection from poison unless someone else wants to hold on to that, because Mink is unlikely to use it, but poison more likely than the others.
Guess you can hold on to that. Speaking of which, what are we going to do with that bucket full of poison outside?
I think we were going to go throw it in a lake, right?
Yeah, but do we want to hold on to like a bottle of it in case we ever meet somebody who we really want to fuck with over?
But just like slowly fuck with them? Like, it sounds really useless to me, but I'm down.
And do you have a bottle?
She hands you a bottle with a stopper in it.
Oh, thank
you. So, Anne, what's for breakfast? Did you have any chance to maybe make any pastry or pie?
I thought you were over your shit.
Yeah, so I'm not craving Granny's pie now. I just am craving like actual pie. Like, pie sounds really good. Doesn't pie sound good to everybody?
I'm gonna go get some poison.
Okay, Teddy.
Maybe feed it to this one.
Teddy walks out. Teddy goes.
I'm just asking about breakfast.
Teddy walks out and gets some poison into the bottle and stoppers it and bags it.
That's a fair point, Anne. You said it was meant to be inhaled, but would it be more efficacious if we fed it to someone?
I have not done those experiments. I recommend you complete those at your own leisure. One moment, and she steps outside, and she comes outside and like winks at you, Teddy, and then goes back inside with like her hand behind her back, and then gets a bowl and puts some porridge in it, and like fucks around with it over here, and then gives it to Murray, and they go, "There's your breakfast, dear."
I mean, I was asking about pie.
There's no pie. There's only porridge. You're welcome. And she
Just
watched you intently to see if you eat it.
porridge is just so depressing, and things have been really hard since I
You
met
are
up
a
with these
bad
people
guest if you don't eat
and
breakfast.
lost my friends. I'm kind of grieving the loss of my friends still. Not sure I'm hungry for anything but pie.
Okay, well then you can leave my house. Some porridge, Mink? My pleasure. And she dishes you up a heaping portion and puts some sugar on top.
Oh, well, thank you. He's just does not fully understand the context for this and just means.
Not going to eat that porridge? Didn't do any cleaning. Took advantage of my hospitality.
Hey,
not even going to eat you the breakfast.
Okay, Anne, first of all, I saved your fucking life. Teddy and I are the ones who found you. I stabbed cat fairy demon lady in the throat, and I unlocked your chains. I saved your goddamn life. So show some fucking gratitude. Stop trying to make us clean your fucking house for you. Second of all, I cleaned. I moved a pot back and forth. How is that not cleaning?
Marty, maybe
just get out of my house.
Take a walk. Go with Teddy.
Fine, I'm gonna go with Teddy. I'm gonna go hang out with Teddy. Teddy, hey.
Hey, I left for a reason. How are you doing?
Mink told me to come find you. How are you doing?
You know what? I bet that's just like a side effect of Mink's trauma or whatever he's dealing with. This is a great opportunity for you to like kind of read subtext, because probably it sounds like Mink is really in need of a friend. What? Oh yeah, so cool. Teddy walks away.
Teddy, who are you talking to?
Inside the house, Mink is going to be like, the porridge is really lovely. Thank you so much. Can I help with like the dishes or the laundry or anything?
You're so welcome.
Kerbo is gonna float over and just latch the door.
Look who it is.
Oh, it's
Good girl, Rika.
She's so slow and dopey on the meds. She's like, "What's
Goodbye. No, don't you worry about it. You sit there, you enjoy your porridge. I've got this. The house is more or less in order. Most of it was done yesterday.
Teddy will go over. This is the lake we're thinking, right? Teddy will go over. He's taking care of the bucket of poison. He'll pour it into the lake.
This is the lake, we think. I'm not looking at the map. Can you ping the
down here.
lake? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You can walk out on that rickety-looking jetty, for sure.
Yeah, Teddy will. I mean, he'll test out if it looks rickety. He'll take his weight.
What would that be, like perception?
Maybe.
I mean, you could also like carefully test it step by step.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, all right then. Yeah, it looks rickety, but it's fine. If you kind of sort of step and like tap with your foot, and then sort of transfer your weight, and you're really cautious, yeah, it'll take you a moment, but you can do it for sure. You can walk out to the end of the jetty.
Teddy goes out and he looks back over and sees Mari still standing over there.
Mari's just like sitting on the porch looking dejected and confused.
Oh, so you're not looking in my direction?
No, I'm watching you. Looking dejected and confused.
Teddy waves.
Hey.
And then pours the poison into the lake.
Good job poisoning the water supply.
I can't hear you.
Sorry,
Teddy rinses out the bucket. and then he rinses out the bucket, and then he fills up the bucket with water and takes it to the washing station, because maybe that would be useful.
That's incredibly useful. That's very kind of you. Yeah. Good. Great.
Yes.
What a great house guest you are.
Thank you.
I just want to remind everybody that Mari is basically a child. She's like she's 20 years old, but she's like never been out on her own before. She's basically a fucking kid, which is why she's not interested in the cleaning thing and interested in drugs.
Yes.
Okay.
We love Mari. We're also just fed up with Mari this morning, I think. It can be both.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Okay, so Teddy and Mari are locked out of the house. Deota and Mink are inside having porridge. What up?
I guess, given how frustrated Teddy is, he might have been like occasionally looking at Mari to see if she goes away or averts or she looks away or something. But eventually, like I would love to maybe roll another wisdom save to see if he can resist. If he finds like a spot to himself.
She's probably not like fixedly staring at you. That would be weird and awkward.
You could sit out on the jetty.
No, that would be weird. To just watch you the whole time?
Notably, I heard the second half, but it didn't mean that you wouldn't do that. I needed for the clarification.
Wow.
So he would like go around the house or something and find like a spot to.
So you're right. You were down by the lake chucking the.
But she was watching me. She was watching me.
But if you came like slightly further around, there's like a copse of trees, so you could sit behind a tree stump. So like if you had your back to the tree stump and you're facing the water, the house is behind the tree, so there's no direct line of sight.
All right, Teddy does that. Teddy takes out the little piece of pie, and let's hope he can resist this temptation. $18.
Yeah, you look at this pie and you're like, oh my god, I don't want to do this anymore. And I would suggest that you would yeet the pie into the water.
Oh my god, that's perfect. Yeah. He eats it. He doesn't eat it. He eats it.
The fish will be addicted to pies and good dreams.
So I'm putting poison into the lake.
I was like,
putting the pie into the lake.
Oh yeah, the fish with their ability to definitely survive 1d3 poison damage.
Yeah. It's diluted. The whole point is you dilute an already weak poison.
Ooh, all right. So now Teddy's just going to be miserable for a while.
Yeah.
Should have kept the pie.
Well, the dice had other ideas.
Yep, and nobody's seen you do that, so I think Deota and Mink didn't know you had a portion of pie, and Mari doesn't know you've not got a portion of pie. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, so inside, I guess Mink is going to finish his porridge and collect all of his things and just be like, okay, Deota, I don't know if I've ever told anyone this, but I really don't like big open spaces. And I think part of the reason yesterday went so bad is because we spent a lot of time on like big open causeways and bridges and things before we got into a fight. So I don't know what to do about that because we have to travel. But I'm just telling you because it's a thing. And yep, so let's go get the horses ready and like is gonna like walk to the door like so determined.
Maybe when we get to Valakai we could see about a wagon?
Yeah. Yep. Do you think it's better to just never mind. Just gonna try like open the door and just like stand in the doorway for a minute, kind of looking outside like this is fine, we can do this. Yep. And then like try to kind of like peek out and see wherever the horses are kept. Can I see that from the door?
Yeah, absolutely. So there's like I don't know whether you can see, but like there's an area outside of Anne's house that is kind of roped
Oh,
off,
yeah.
like from the
Okay.
road. So the horses have just been like
In
untacked and
there.
left loose in that area overnight. The gate was shut, right? So they've just
Mhm.
been grazing and hanging out. And
Okay. And then was Mari like, which door was she at? Because isn't there a front door and a back door?
correct.
Oh, yeah,
So
probably
she
the
was at
back
the front where
door.
she could see.
This door, whatever door that is.
Okay.
Yes, the one I
Okay.
can
So,
see.
and then this is the other door, right?
Correct.
Okay. So I think in order to see the horses, that Mink would have been at the back. So I was just making sure that there wouldn't have to, like, I wasn't trying to ignore you. It was more of like a, would I have encountered you? And the answer is no.
Yeah,
So
you'd have come out here and come to
Bully
like this
me.
gate,
No,
and the
yeah.
horses would have been
yeah,
here.
exactly. Like act like you're not there. Be passive aggressive about it. And so I will peek out. I will look for and identify wherever Skunk has gone. My beautiful, lovely horse that I have named Skunk. And then just like keeping my eyes trained on the horse and like doing my level best to not look around. I'm gonna like make for the horses and start saddling
Skunk.
up.
Yeah, great. So as you pop out of this door and you look around to see your horse, Skunk is like right at the gate, like ready for
Fabulous.
you.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna go.
And your tack has all been left on like a bench nearby, so you can pick that up and pop that on. Ooh, we need to roll for the weather. Hold on.
It's sunny. This is sunny.
Roll me a d20, please. Elise.
Who? Me?
Elise.
Oh, here it comes. It's a 4. That's good in Barovia.
It's just cloudy.
Is it?
Okay.
Okay.
Just cloudy. Yep. And a d12, please.
Me as well? Someone else.
Away.
Hmm.
9.
9. Okay. Good to know.
What's Galway rolling for?
If the others are not coming around, when I finish saddling Skunk, I will start saddling their horses as well. Just to keep things
I'm
moving forward with no like.
just sitting on the back porch sulking because I don't understand why everybody was being mean to me this morning.
I don't know that
I
they
felt
were
really
mean to
dejected
you.
and sad.
Yeah.
Oh, that's her interpretation. That's okay.
Teddy was kind of mean.
He told me
he
to shut the
snapped
fuck
for sure.
up.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes
And Anne tried to poison me, as far as I
that's
know.
true, and did try to poison you.
People are mean, Mink.
I feel like these are the consequences of your actions. Because she didn't try and poison anyone else.
I am a child, Debbie.
You're not. You're a
Do
fully grown
children
adult.
understand the consequences of their actions?
Yeah, like over
None of
the
the
age of like
20-year-olds
10,
I've
they
met do. Have you met 20-year-olds?
Yeah, I feel like when we met Joel, they were young.
Joel was a weirdly mature 20-year-old. And
But
now is
anyway,
apparently
All of
25.
the 20-year-olds that I've ever met don't know the consequences of their actions, and I've given you the one example of our joint 20-year-old to disprove your
Okay, when
argument.
I was 20 years old, Debbie, I was not willing to take responsibility for any of my shit.
Okay.
And very interested in doing, no, not very interested in doing drugs. Anyway.
Okay. So Mink is saddling horses. Teddy is yeeting a pie into the lake. Murray is sulking. Diota, what are you up to?
Diota would probably also like go with saddling horses and sort of getting ready to head out, especially since Mink had just told them that he's having a hard time with like wide open spaces. So it's like probably at least going on this will be better.
Yeah. Okay. So once you're ready, as in all the horses are tacked up and your kit is stowed, would you like call out for Teddy and Mari, or would you just like set off?
Oh,
Oh, no. I'd be
I'd
gathering.
be waiting
people,
for
yeah.
them, assuming that they're coming around. But if it takes a while, I would eventually be like, I'm gonna go find Teddy and Mari, I guess, and
Teddy-
kind of walk around the house to see if I can find them.
After Teddy eats the pie, yeets the pie.
Yeet,
Um,
eat.
he wouldn't hang around too long. He'd be going back to find everybody.
Okay.
And he'll, if Mari was still sitting out there, like he'd probably come up and Mari, I'm sorry for snapping at you. I didn't sleep well.
I was just trying to help you think through wanting pie and talk about pie because I liked pie and I know you like pie and you probably really want some pie right now. And Anne tried to poison me.
Oh, is that what that wake was about? No, she didn't. Okay, all right. She was just fucking with you,
Well,
and
that's not nice.
well, whatever. Anyway, I think right now in this moment, I'm feeling pretty even keeled about
Like you,
the pie, relatively. So, but going forward, uh, as time progresses, if you could, maybe just not say the word pie so much.
right, right. Because saying pie a lot makes you want pie. It makes you think about pie a lot when people say pie.
Yeah, that is why. That is why I'm asking you for a change in your behavior, Mari. Well observed.
Right. Okay, I will try my
Well
best to not
deduced.
say that word. Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate
Yeah.
it. And I'm sorry earlier it didn't get role played, but to make this a Christmas episode, at some point I must have yelled at you, "Look what you did, you little jerk." And I'm sorry for that too.
Yeah, yep, that definitely happened. Thanks for the apology.
Yeah, no problem. All right, well, let's go check out these horses. Remember those? Mine is named Trip. Mari, my horse is a buckskin beige body with black knees and black mane and tail. So I'm gonna go look at my horse.
Just
Trip.
look
And
at
you'll
it.
be surprised that your horse is already tacked up, ready for you to ride.
Oh, hey, Mick.
Hi, Trip. Good horse.
Yeah, good horse. If you've noticed, he's got black nose and black ears. Um,
I did notice.
from our time spent together, I've noticed, he's always eager to get going. He doesn't like to stand still. Look at him right now. He's really restless. He's got, as you can see, he's got young, boundless energy.
I didn't know you were such a horse guy.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
gonna
I was
ask you a lot about your horse from now on, just because I know it seems
yeah.
to matter a lot to you, and like you really spend a lot of time observing.
I grew up with Pegasi on the Pegasus farm in the
That's right.
Feywild.
Yeah,
And I had Pegasus. I lived on a Pegasus ranch, I think, at home or
I
a
was
Pegasus ranch.
I was in a rancher. We were shepherds. My family was shepherds, but
What did you
agriculture,
herd?
sheep, as the name
Oh,
shepherd implies.
right. I guess. Yeah.
We weren't goat herds. We were or cattle
Sheep,
ranchers, or
Pegasi. Think they could ever
so
crossbreed?
dissimilar. No, I aren't Pegasi like fully conscious, like they could think and talk and.
I would know that. Uh, I wouldn't know that.
You, hang on. You, Teddy, would know that, yeah, and I, Debbie, would know that too.
Y'all are being very convincing right now with this.
They
you would know
understand
things.
language, but they cannot speak.
I think they have an intelligence of like 14 or something.
Int 10.
10.
They actually
Okay.
choose to serve. They are not mere beasts, and they're not mere magical creatures. Yeah, that's right.
They can understand, but they cannot speak. So herding them's pretty easy. You're like, guys, hang out here, be safe. Here's some food. Catch you
Yell
later.
if you need me.
Yeah, exactly.
But notably,
Yeah.
I never called myself a Pegasherd. I was just a Pegasus shepherd. Or a Pegasus rancher. Or a Pegabro. Pegasus
Pegabro.
I've been asked to peg.
Oh, hey, Mari. Your horse is also saddled up.
Mink.
Diota was helping.
Good morning.
And Irina is here and just doing so much to contribute to the good of the group. It's amazing.
Yeah, yep.
So
Yeah, Irina's so helpful.
Is everyone ready to go?
Yeah, we should probably leave in the next minute or two. Really. So let's do it. Where's Diota?
Are you feeling better, Mink?
No, we don't have time for this.
We have 2 whole minutes.
No,
Mink, are you feeling better?
No, we don't have time, Mari. We can talk while we're traveling.
I'm feeling better than I was yesterday for sure. Thank you, Mari.
Good to know.
And we saddle up, we say thanks to Anne, and we roll out. Thanks, Anne.
I'm so
Stay
sorry,
safe, Anne.
Poor Anne.
We saved her life.
Diota, you're welcome here anytime. You take care now.
Specifically you.
I imagine that, like, the rest of you have ridden off, and Diota just like hangs back, maybe with Irina for a minute, just to be like, I'm sorry. And Anne's like, no, I get it. And you're adventurers. Like, I've met my fair share of you. Safe travels. Don't eat Granny's pies.
I never did.
Smart man. And a smart person, I should say. Right. Well, seeing as how we have 1 minute left, I think that's where we shall leave it for today. Okay, so none of you are dead. Again.
We did it.
And none of us are, well, I guess Teddy's still addicted to pies, but
The other two of you are free and clear.
Pie.
Free and clear.
Not anymore. It's weird how Murray had that extra portion of pie, though.
I was saving it for an emergency.
Sure you were. So, thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in, and to the incredible players for surviving another session and inventing the word Pegasherd, which I've definitely just written down. So look out for that in 2025. Thanks for everyone hanging out in the audience, or if you're going to catch this on demand. I hope you enjoyed it. Unfortunately, now we're not playing for a while because of the holidays and then New Year.
Yeah,
and
I think we've got about a month off.
So I think our next game is the 18th of January.
No, it's the 25th.
25th. I was close. I was like a week out. You can't be good at everything.
Yeah.
25th of January. All right. So everybody, we wish you a happy holiday season. Happy New Year. Take care of yourselves. I hope that the next few days and weeks bring you what you need. Join the Discord, ! Discord, to get updates and announcements if anything about our 25th of January session changes. Hopefully we'll see you all then. So from everybody here, happy holidays. A big thank you for tuning in. Take care of yourselves. Drink some water. Goodbye.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Bye.